Today what we'll do is, first of all, Sairam, and I hope all of you are regularly joining the classes. And one thing again I'm repeating, I want the cameras on. Just in the beginning, I want to see all of you. So please on your cameras. Yes. Arish, you were not there the last time. Arish?
Yes, ma'am.
You were not there the last time. Were you there in the previous period?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ekta, is on your camera. Safia. Yes. Okay. What I will do is we'll quickly read. I think it's okay if you people read that story writing, isn't it? Because writing part is very long. And you can always on the video and see the sample again if you want. Because you people are the senior ones and you people are quite okay with the technology also. Obviously much better than us, I would say. And you all of you got this fake mail today that they are predatory leave.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
She can. Okay. It's good that I got this message from Romisha and she intimated me. Then I went and asked Samitra ma'am. She was quite annoyed because obviously she did not do that. Okay. What we'll do is without wasting time, we'll quickly read 2 more examples of story writing and then I want to show you the letter to editor. Okay. Simple points about it and then samples again about that if the time permits. Okay. So here I am. I'll just off the camera a little bit and okay. So Kinjal, can you start reading this?
Yes, ma'am. It was Mohini's first day at the new school. She was feeling very nervous. She stood in a corner and watched the students who were laughing and talking excitedly when she saw 4 senior students advising towards her.
Advancing. Advancing towards
Advancing,
मतलब उसकी तरफ आ रहे थे. Advancing.
things
Continue.
are not things are not always what they seem. It was Mohini's first day at the new school. She was feeling very nervous. She stood in a corner and watched the students who were laughing and talking excitedly. When she saw 4 senior students advancing, advancing towards her, she got terrified and started going towards her classroom hurriedly. The 4 students caught up with her speed and cornered her. Drops of sweat rolled down her face as she muttered in a trembling voice, "Leave me alone." They started coming nearer as they sensed her fear. 2 tall boys and 2 girls of medium height looked at her and gave her spine-chilling terror. Before Mohini could shout, one of the girls covered her mouth and they all started laughing. Mohini was left astonished. To make things clear, one of the boys told her that they had been trying to guide her through the school and assist her to make her feel comfortable. They were coming nearer to introduce themselves and thought of playing a small prank when Mohini started running away from them. Mohini breathed a sigh of relief
Sorry, sorry. One second. Yes.
and and con- and conveyed that she thought she was about to get bullied.
Okay. And you people know what is the meaning of bullied, isn't it? We have bullies all around us, not only in schools and colleges, but when you come in the uh, working mode and you're a employer or a boss or something, even there, people keep bullying over you. Okay, it's not a good thing to bully others. bully मतलब अपना मतलब रौब दिखा के अपना काम निकलवाना. Some people have taken the negative way of getting things done. Okay, so you understood the story now, and see the title is so nice. Things are not always what they seem. मतलब जो दिखता है जरूरी नहीं कि वो वैसा ही हो. And this is the nice twist to the story. And I think this is the last. There are 5. Okay, I thought there was 4. Okay, 4th one. One of the boys can you initiate, Harish?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can read the story and from the question itself, not write a story. Don't read that.
Bunya was a foolish boy who was an attention seeker. He was a woodcutter and would go deep into the jungle to cut trees. One day he wanted to do an act of mischief. He shouted at the top of his voice, "There's a tiger! Tiger! There's a tiger!" The false alarm. Bunya was a foolish boy who was an attention seeker. He was a woodcutter and would go deep into the jungle to cut trees. One day he wanted to do an act of mischief. He shouted at the top of his voice, "There's a tiger! Tiger! There's a tiger!" Even when he was of no trace of it. There was no trace of it. The villagers came running hurriedly, thinking that Bunya was in danger. Bunya's mother had tears in her eyes. The villagers came ready with their safety weapons, and upon reaching, they saw no tiger but just Bunya laughing on playing them. The villagers were hurt and they started swearing out of disappointment. Bunya had no realization as to what he had done, and he continued laughing stealthily. A week passed by and everyone was ignoring Bunya. One fine day, he and his friend went into the woods just like any other day. They started doing their job while chatting with each other. Suddenly, they heard a roar nearby. The tiger was towards his friend's side of the jungle. Went running to the villagers asking them for help. No one listened to them. No one listened to him as they thought it was one of his pranks. He cried for help, but no one trusted him. He ran towards the tea vendor. He ran towards the tea vendor and told him the entire story. The tea vendor gave him the benefit of the doubt and went with him. Till the time he reached there, his friend could be seen nowhere. They called out his name and looked into the woods, but it was too late. Bunya realized that accept accepted that it was all his mistake. Moral of the story is truth doesn't cost you anything, but a lie could cost you everything.
Yes. So you never know. This is an old story. आप लोगों ने भी सुनी है कि the शेर आया शेर आया. Isn't it? It's not always that you can get away with your lies. And people have this habit of playing pranks and all. Sometimes the prank costs someone's life or it may cost your life. You never know what is lying ahead of you. And this word, the meaning of this, anyone? I think this was in one of our chapters also. Does anyone know the meaning?
Ma'am,
The meaning? What?
ma'am, a garden type.
No. See, the sentence also you can match. Bunia had no realization as to what he had done and he continued. So what will be in that scene? Actually, it means that, I have checked it on the net also, that it's defined as something done secretly. मतलब वो मजे लेने के लिए छुप के हंस रहा था. He was enjoying it. And so that he doesn't attract someone's notice. But no one notices it and chupke he will keep doing that, something like that. And this was a simple story. One of the girls,
Yes, ma'am, may I?
actually the good children always do it. See, you can see the sample paper also. That's written on top. Such questions had come in CBSE 2018 paper, set 1. Because this is of 10th standard. I don't know what is the status now. But if you see, and maybe you people will have words of 100 to 125 also. Maybe. Okay, so you should have a practice of writing the story in short also and in more words also. That is
Ma'am,
the
what
art of
all
it.
will come in grammar?
Grammar, beta, you will have actually by tomorrow you'll be having the what do you call syllabus and the timetable. Mostly whatever we have done and Tata Edge again I'm going to revise after this written part. I will jump to Tata Edge. Okay, we'll see sentence formation and all. One topic was there of sentence and direct indirect also. Both we will do on Tata Edge. That is why I'm hurrying up because I have to do that and then I'll come back to the revision part of the chapters. Okay, I want sufficient time for that. So we'll read this. Aditi, would you please start reading this example
Yes, ma'am.
from
Am
here?
I
There.
start?
Yes, from there.
There was a joint family of 6 members, including grandparents. It was the 75th birthday of the grandmother, and the family planned to celebrate. Surprise! There was a joint family of 6 members, including the grandparents. It was the 75th birthday of the grandmother, and the family planned to celebrate
Plan,
it by throwing
plan.
planned to celebrate it by throwing a surprise party. The family began going out for preparation, and since it was supposed to be a surprise, they would leave their grandmother alone at home. As the big day came near, the grandmother started feeling isolated and lonely. Ma'am, what is it?
Lonely.
Lonely. She believed that since everyone was
I have
caught
stored
up
it.
in their own business, they had forgotten about the birthday. She felt sad but never expressed it to anyone. One on the day of her birthday, no one wished her. Everyone started getting ready and told her that they had their own respective plans. The grandfather asked her to what is it?
Accompany.
Accompany him for a walk. It was all a part of their plan. The grandfather took the route to the venue and did not make it look in a way that could make her suspicious
नहीं,
upon
suspicious. Beta suspicious.
suspicious. Upon reaching the venue, the lights suddenly went on and everybody shouted happy birthday. The grandmother was overwhelmed and tears of love came rolling down her eyes. This was the happiest birthday till then.
Okay. Little mistakes were there. Like here it was shouted. Okay, shouted and overwhelmed. Tears. Tears. And this was the happiest birthday till then. Okay. Otherwise you read very nicely, Aditi. Good girl. And आपका improve होता जा रहा है ऐसे आस्ते आस्ते और improve हो जाएगा. Okay. See, very nice story, na? And obviously, who doesn't like surprises? And especially बड़े लोग बच्चों की तरह ही हो जाते हैं and they always feel left out that they want attention basically. आप छोटे बच्चों को देखो आप उनको attention दो and they're so overwhelmed. Basically overwhelmed का मतलब होता है बहुत बहुत खुश. मतलब you can't express that happiness. And when you don't know the place where it is happening. And a little no other I think the word was difficult over here. Everything was okay. And a small way of showing your love. And just imagine after that how she must have felt that wow, she wasn't expecting that she would be getting such a different sort of party, isn't it? That was all part of the plan. Even the grandfather was a part of the plan. Okay. So after this, I want to share the letter to the editor, which I was telling you. So in written part, these two are done. Okay. we'll discuss English writing skills, and a very important topic is letter writing. In class 9th and 10th, we have formal letter writing in the syllabus. So today we'll discuss letter to the editor.
Is it audible clearly or should I increase the volume?
Ma'am, increase the volume.
Okay, one second.
We'll discuss the format of letter to the editor, and then we'll solve one example. Number 1, sender's name and address. So first of all, let us see the format of letter to the editor. Number 1, sender's name and address. Mostly the question gives you the name and address of the sender. In case the question does not give the sender's name and address, then you can write your own name and address also. And if the question tells about your email address, your phone number, everything will come over here. Then we will leave one line and then the date will come. Again, one line will be left and then the receiving editor's address. Again, we will leave one line and then the subject of the letter. Subject of the letter is the main crux why we are writing the letter. It should be very precise. Maximum in one line we have to write the subject, the reason why we are writing the letter. And as you can see here, everything will start from the left hand side. Then on number 5, we have to write the salutation. We can write sir or madam, or else respected sir or respected madam. In case we do not know the gender of the editor, so it's always better to write both. Then again, we will leave one line and write the body of the letter. Generally, the body of the letter is divided into 3 paragraphs. Paragraph 1, we introduce ourselves and the purpose of writing the letter. You will tell who you are and then you will tell the purpose of the letter, why you are writing the letter. Then in the second paragraph, you will give the detail of the topic. If you are writing a letter to the editor, mainly you have some problem, you want to discuss or highlight some social issue. So you will discuss that thing in detail in the second paragraph. And in the third paragraph, you will conclude, give an ending, why you are writing the letter to the editor, what kind of help you want from the editor. Then number 7 is the complimentary closing. We write thanking you, yours sincerely or yours truly. And after that, we write sender's name, signature and designation if any. So here again, the same name will come which is given in the question. And in case there is no name given in the question, then you can write your own name also. Now let us discuss one solved example of letter to the editor. This question was there in the 2018 board exam for class 10. So we will discuss this question. Gandhinagar is a thickly populated locality inhabited mainly by the working class people. Unfortunately, there is no Amul milk booth in the locality. Write a letter in 100 to 120 words to the editor of a local daily, drawing the attention of the authorities to the problem faced by the people, requesting them to open a milk booth. You are Sham / Shobha. Your address is 4 Gandhinagar, Mumbai. So let us first discuss this question. What all is given in the question? Your name is given. If you are a boy, you will write Sham, and if you are a female, you will write Shobha. Then your address is also given in the question. And what is the issue? What is the problem? Why you are writing this letter? Because there is no Amul milk booth in your area. And then you have to give a detail of the problems which are faced by the people who live in that area because there is no milk booth. And what is the resolve you want? You want that they should open a milk booth in Gandhinagar. So now let us begin writing the letter. First of all, as we have discussed in the format, sender's name and address. So I will write Shobha, and then the address as is given in the question, 4 Gandhinagar, Mumbai. Then I will leave one line and write the date. 15th March 2018. Then again I will leave one line and write the receiver's name and address. The editor,
Then we will write any newspaper's name. The editor, Hindustan News, Mumbai. Again, we will leave one line and write the subject. Subject, as I told you, needs to include the main reason why we are writing the letter. So the subject is absence of Amul milk booth in Gandhinagar. Then again we will leave one line and write the salutation. Respected Sir oblique Madam. Now as I don't know what is the gender of the editor, so we will write both Sir and Madam. Then we will leave one line and start with the letter. In the first paragraph, we will give an introduction. I am Shobha, a resident of Gandhinagar. I am writing to you in order to raise the issue of absence of an Amul milk booth in my area. So in the first paragraph, I have introduced myself and I have told why I am writing the letter. Now in the second paragraph, I will give a detail. Gandhinagar has a huge population which comprises of daily laborer,
Can anyone tell me the meaning of comprises?
Consists,
Yes.
it includes.
Yes, it includes. So the huge population also includes. Now she's saying what?
still the area does not have an Amul milk booth. The residents face many problems as they have to walk up to 10 kilometers every morning to get their daily stock of milk and milk products. So let me tell you that this is not one and only way of writing this letter. There are many other ways, but this is one of the ways. Here we are discussing one way how you can write this letter. So here I have said that the residents of the area are facing a lot of problems as there is no Amul milk booth in the area. They have to walk up to a distance of 10 kilometers every morning to get their daily stock of milk and milk products. Then further we will add one more line. This has also led to black marketing. the people of the area are getting harassed. So in another line we have written that there is black marketing also because there is no Amul milk booth in the area. So people are getting harassed, means the shopkeepers are fleecing them. Now in the third paragraph we will conclude, as the situation is serious, comma, I request you to highlight it through your newspaper so that the Amul authorities are sensitized towards it and do the needful. So in the third paragraph, I have written what we want from the editor. We want that editor should highlight this issue through the newspaper. He should publish this letter in the newspaper so that the authorities open one Amul milk booths in Gandhinagar area. Now the closing of the letter. Thanking you. Yours sincerely. And then my name as was given in the question, Shobha. And above the name, you will do the signature. So with this, we have completed this letter to the editor. Let us see it once again. You should.
Once again, here if you see, the Y over here will be small. Isn't it? Thanking your T will be capital. And sincerely also, S will be small. Okay? And this is, you remember this? Always when you write in official letters, you do a signature. If you want, you can write your full name also, like if it's given in the question. If it's written Shobha Sharma, then you can write Shobha Sharma and the signature also accordingly. But always give space first, either do the signature and write the name. You can write the name in bracket also. But preferably this should be capital. Even I do it when I write to my boss.
You should always check the answer that you have written. First of all, the sender's name and address, okay. Then we leave one line and write the date. Then again we leave one line and write the receiver's address. Again we will leave one line and write the subject of the letter. Then again we will leave one line and write the salutation. Then again one line will be left and we will write the body of the letter. First of all, we introduce ourselves and the main issue that we want to raise in the letter. Then in the second paragraph, we will discuss that issue in detail. Then in the third paragraph, we will tell what kind of help we want from the editor. After that, the closing, and then our name and signature. So this is how we have to write letter to the editor. So with this video comes to an end. Thank you. And if you want to watch many more such videos, do subscribe to our channel, English Academy.
So here we're done with the story writing also now, and this thing. I wanted to show you this. Last year, if you remember, did we do this letter?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it? So I hope every one of you have this. See here also the same thing. Sender's address, then the date, then the receiver's address, and here you have dear sir or whatever respected. Not dear. Here you can't write dear because you don't know the person. Principal you can write dear, but this is the editor and you don't know who the person is. So what she told was a very nice point. If you don't know the gender, it's better you write oblique and madam also. And subject and this. So we'll just read it a little bit so that you can have a revision of it. Ramisha, can you read the, oh God. Yes, Ramisha, can you just read it?
In this letter,
Yes, this letter to editor. Write a letter from
write a letter to the editor of the Hindu commenting upon the Prime Minister's Make in India campaign. 105C Rajouri Garden, New Delhi, 5th March 2000. The editor,
whatever that you have to
The
complete.
Hindu, New Delhi. Sir, subject, Prime Minister's Make in India campaign. Let me express my yes, ma'am. Subject, Prime Minister's Make in India campaign. Let me express my views on the Prime Minister's Make in India campaign through the columns of your esteemed newspaper. The call for Make in India by Prime Minister Modi is timely and much needed. If big companies from abroad start manufacturing their products in India, it will certainly create new employment opportunities for our youth. It will be also benefit India financially. However, foreign investors have serious reservations about our economic policies, land and labor laws. Unless we create congenial atmosphere for investment, Make in India campaign will remain a pipe dream. Yours truly,
Because the name is not given, you can write any name. Means you can write your original name. The rest you people know. Okay? Thank you, Ramisha. Yes, thank you, Ramisha. And this is another one. There is still time for just going through another one. I would like one of the boys. Ansh, Anuneet, anyone? Raghav, do you want to read this? Raghav, are you there? Prakhar, I want to see you today. I'm coming back to the meet. 1 second. Prakhar, please show me your face. I haven't seen you since ages. Prakhar, are you there?
No, ma'am, वो नहीं है.
वो नहीं है. Ria, where are you? Show me your face. Now I'm telling randomly some children's name. They will be on their cameras. Ria, Sanjay, Navya, I can see single camera on. Anuneet. Yes, Damini is on, Anuneet is on, okay. Navya, Avai. क्यों लेटी हुई थी नव्या? Eh? No, ma'am. Please, it's compulsory to wear your house t-shirts. हाँ, रिया तो फिर फैशन करने में लगी हुई है ना? रिया, please, this is 9th standard. Get serious. ये कोविड का टाइम हमें मस्ती के लिए नहीं मिला है बेटा. Some people had supplementary in your 8th standard. You should understand that. तो हम नहीं चाहते कि वो बच्चे इस बार भी रह जाए. And you never know when situation changes. Maybe if it's you start coming from December, then will you pick up in 2 months? So you see, please, whatever you're doing now is going to impact If not this year, next year तो sure impact करेगा 10th में. तो इसलिए please पढ़ लो and please keep your copies also this one. Once again, 2 or 3 names I told na. Prakhar is not there. I'm going to ring up his father now. Sanjay, on your camera. Sanjay, I can see your name over here. Where are you? Again, he's not there. Sanjay. Pushkar, can you do one small job for me? You can bring up these 2 boys if you have the phone number. Sanjay and Prakhar.
Yes, ma'am.
प्रखर का के फादर का नंबर मेरे पास है. फिर भी even we just intimate them that ma'am was really annoyed and if you don't on the cameras from next time, that is Monday, I'm going to ring up their parents. संजय नेट प्रॉब्लम है, कैमरा नहीं खुलता है. ओके संजय, वैसे ऑन म्यूट करके हटा के बात कर सकते हो संजय? इफ नॉट कैमरा है संजय, एटलीस्ट माइक ऑन करके बात कर सकते हो.
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Because we'll be giving the whole report. फिर अगर मार्क्स कम आए या कुछ, then we are not responsible. Yes, संजय. हाँ ठीक है. आपको समझ आ रहा है बेटा अभी तक जितना पढ़ाया?
Yes, ma'am.
कोई डाउट है तो वापस उस वीडियो को देख सकते हो या उस टाइम अगर आपने लिख नहीं पाए या कुछ तो स्क्रीनशॉट ले सकते हो. And आप अपने कुछ दोस्तों से कांटेक्ट में रहो. And I would request the good students to please help him out. I don't want him कि वो फेल हो जाए 9th में या किसी भी बच्चे के साथ कुछ भी ऐसा हो. तो अगर आपके पास ब्रेन ज्यादा है या if you have the facilities, please help them out. It will be a good gesture. You can take help of anyone. Okay, Sanjay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
डरना मत और don't shy away. Okay, कोई प्रॉब्लम होती है आप मुझे पर्सनल मैसेज कीजिए. I'll tell one of the children to send you the material or anything. Okay? Okay, beta.
Yes, ma'am.
It's almost time also now. Any other doubt? Or should we just do a brief reading of that? You want to read that letter again? You have 2-3 minutes.
Ma'am, have you taken the attendance?
क्या?
Ma'am, attendance.
Attendance. Yes, yes. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, beta. And what I wanted to say is, editor one, I'll show it again. This thing is over now, written part. Now from Monday, I will start the Tata H. Okay, grammar part. And don't worry, it's your first time, it is our first time also. And main हमारा focus है teachers का कि आपको बात समझ आए. Means content should be understood. I know it's quite a boring time. आप हमारी हालत सोचो. Isn't we in the COVID time also we are coming to the school इतना risky है. But हम आपके भलाई के लिए आ रहे हैं ना. And then we are attending that parents teachers interactions also every day. Since past 1 week I've been attending every day now. So it's very tiring. But still we are trying to give you the best. And just we'll keep praying that jaldi se jaldi ye khatam ho jaye. So that we all can again come back to the school. The whole school is missing all of you. And सब चाहते हैं कि सब कुछ नॉर्मल हो जाए, सबके अच्छे अच्छे चेहरे देखने को मिले. मस्ती भी थोड़ी बहुत जरूरी होती है क्लास में. So be positive and that's what I would say. Stay happy and keep praying. Yes, beta. Yes, Pushkar.
Ma'am, Prakhar said he is not at home, and that's why he's not at
Doesn't he have a desktop or something or a laptop?
Ma'am, he is not at home.
Okay, he's not at home. He's out of station.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine, then he will collect the things. But even in the meeting, I saw his father, but he didn't talk to us. I don't know why. Anyway, I'll contact them personally. Okay, it's time now. So bye. Take care. Okay, and next time be ready for the grammar. Okay, bye. Sayam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Sarah, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Sarah, ma'am.
Sarah, ma'am.
Bye.